Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dachsbun in the Great League, the Open Great League here. So we're going to be pairing it up with Giratina Origin, pretty cherished Pokemon that I do have in the Great League, and my Bastodon that is going to be pretty much maxed out. And I had an absolute blast. So we are going to be going with Charm, Psychic Fangs, and Body Slam on the Dachsbun. So I actually enjoyed it. It did quite well. Could take decent hits. I don't have like the best PvP IVs in the world, but they're okay. I wasn't going to keep on hunting them. I did get myself a freaking 100 already, so we're looking good there. Gonna have to max that one out one day when I get enough XL candies. Then again, you have all those people who cheat on the internet, so you'll be able to probably see that video within the next day or so. I highly doubt they're going to invest their own XL candies into that just to make a video, right? But anyways, enough about that. So Dachsbun, pretty fun. Cute little Pokemon here. Looks like we're reaching our goal pretty quickly. And let's just see if the rewards stack on top of the community day. As a matter of fact, it's already started some places, so I should probably be able to get that intel already. Some of you probably can tell me down below. So this is a pretty much a no-brainer Pokemon to make here. If you're thinking about maxing it out in the Ultra League, I do believe it's going to be ranked around 90 something, like 91, somewhere around there, which is, you know, I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It could be worse. It could be beyond 100, right? So you may just want to hold off on that. Of course, it's going to be a while before you get XL Candy. But as far as the Great League is concerned, it's definitely a go. Definitely want this thing in your arsenal. It also has Bite for the quick move, but I don't know if you really want to run that. I'm sure it would be fun for like a spice pick, but for the most part, you just want to go with Charm. Psychic Fang and Body Slam does wonders. Did great for me. Found myself going mostly for the Psychic Fang because of the Charm damage is getting stabbed. As this is, the Dachsbun is going to be a pure fairy, so you will be doing more damage as you lower their defense here. I want you to pay attention to all of the Talonflames coming up in the front, because I do have the Bastodon in the back. Now, it's good for me because I put Giratina in the front, but what a coincidence, you know? Just all of a sudden, all these Talonflames in the lead. Okay, yeah, we already know why. But with that said, let's see what we have going on here. Really fun design. I'm not really too familiar with this Pokemon. We're getting into the generations where I'm just kind of a little bit clueless as to what the hell is actually going on here. Some of them I do know, some of them I don't, but yeah, we'll see what we have here. So Marowak hitting me with that Bone Club, and we're able to take them out with Charm, and this Jump Up is going to get knocked out by our Dachsbun, and we still had a Pokemon in the back, so we take that win. Moving it into the next one here, I'll be leading with Giratina the entire time. Another Talonflame, what do you know? What do you know? Again, it's good for me. I resist fire. Fly is not going to, you know, it does a decent amount of damage, but we still don't have to worry about getting farmed down. So we're going to be going for the Ominous Wind bait. They're retreating with energy and bringing in Toxapex. So I could bring in my Bastodon. I do think I do bring that in here. Actually, no, I think I stick with the Giratina. It's going to go strong here. I actually do shield up the next move, which is going to be a Brine. Figured it would be, but better to play it safe than sorry, as Giratina in the Great League, even getting hit by resisted moves, still takes a good amount of damage. So we do kind of want to just win this matchup here. Unfortunately, they are getting to their next damn charge move, so what a waste. So I'm going to be using both of my shields as they have too, knowing that I'm going to be able to completely dominate the Talonflame here, and I don't want this matchup with my Dachsbun, and they're going to be swapping into a Superior. So this is looking fine for me. We're just going to have to do as much damage as possible. They are going to be able to hit me with a Frenzy Plant, but there's really nothing that the Talonflame can do because of Bastodon's bulk as well as its typing. We're not necessarily taking super effective from any of the moves, but they are going to be doing decent amounts of damage, as you're going to be able to see here. I do believe I just farmed them down, and that Talonflame does have energy ready to go. So the Dachsbun putting in the work here. Again, I have no complaints. I really like it. It has a decent moveset. It's set for PvP, obviously. Again, going back to what I was talking about, a lot of the Pokemon that they're introducing, newer ones, as well as community days, are the majority of them, like 80% of them, are revolving around freaking PvP now. But our PvP is just busted. But I will have to also say this. For whatever reason, maybe there's just not that many people on. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't really experience too much lag today, and it was actually pretty enjoyable. I will have to say, I have to admit, when it's fun, right? All right, so we're up against a Altaria here. We did swap, they stay there. Bringing in Melmetal, And I kind of wanted to get to that Psychic Fang so we can do a little bit more damage, but we're just going to go ahead and let that go. Holding on to our shields, Giratina is going to be able to control the situation here. Superpower, Thunderbolt, yeah, we don't have to really worry about it. So Thunderbolt's going to do a decent amount, or Rock Slide, I should say, my bad. Okay, so yeah, Rock Slide is actually much better because it's neutral. Going for the Ominous Wind, getting a shield out of them, fantastic. Retreating with energy and bringing in their Turtonator. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Bastiodon with super effective Smackdown, and we're looking pretty good. I decided to go ahead and shield up this first charge move here. I figured it wasn't going to be an overheat, but just better play it safe than sorry. Not that that would have been too threatening either, but just to kind of maintain the situation here, seeing that we still have a shield left and they have 0, we're looking pretty stinking good, right? So we are going to go ahead and just farm them down. Bastiodon, man. Don't use it too often, but when I do, man, it's so fun. It's such a... You're either going to kick some ass big time or you're going to get your butt stomped because of the typing that they do have. They have ground or fighting, right? Next game, Giratina into, what do you know? Another Talonflame. Just a coincidence. No algorithm. No algorithm. No algorithm. Again, it is on my side right now, okay? It's trying to. All right, anyways. Going for the bait there with the Ominous Wind. No boost. I do believe I'm not going to be getting any boost until the very end. All right, they're getting to their next charge move here. Got a little bit greedy, unfortunately. They're going for another fly, and we're just going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Ball here, see if we can win this matchup. And they're letting it go, and we do, which is fantastic. And they're bringing in Jellicent to farm up a little bit, unfortunately, gaining a decent amount of energy. Now, the Dachsbun, I don't want to go in here with it because I know I wasn't saying it wasn't too bad or anything, but even though Bastiodon is weak to water, it's going to still probably be able to take the hits a little bit better than the Bastiodon. Or the Bastiodon's going to take the hits better than the Dachsbun. So that's why I went out here with it. All right, so let's see what we have. They let it go, holding on to that last shield. Getting to their next charge move here. We're going to go ahead and let it go. Just cross our fingers that there's something in the back that we can handle. And they immediately swap. It's going to be a... Deoxys defense form. So I go for Body Slam, thinking that they're going to probably let it go, and they shield it up. Son of a gun. Psychic Fangs is obviously not very effective, but I would have been able to drop their defense. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? All right. So we're going to continue on here. I'm going to go ahead and shield this up. I figured it was going to be a Psycho boost because they're getting a little bit low here. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw, as their Jellicent has no health. They just need one charm and they're out of here. So we're going to go ahead and take them out. One more charm takes out the defense Deoxys, and down goes the Jellicent, and we take that win and looking good. Moving it on to the next battle here. Giratina up against Chargebug. We do need to look out for potentially Crunch, but I'm going to let the first one go here because we will be able to take that hit. There's not any stab here. So X-Scissor sounds great. We're going to go straight for the Shadow Ball here to do some big damage since we're looking pretty good already. And we're going to be able to farm them down, and still in the green. We're looking fantastic. If they come in here with super effective, we are going to swap. Now, this is a pretty decent situation still, so I'm just going to go ahead and stay here, trying to bait them, but they don't fall for it and let it go, unfortunately. But we are able to get to our next Ominous Win here, which is going to lead me to do a pretty decent amount of damage, bringing them below half. About 75% of their health is gone now, which is great. And they don't really have too much energy built up here. So I do believe I'm going to bring in Bastiodon, yes, again, to take care of the situation, because I don't think they're going to have Hydro Pump. Ice Beam and Play Rough are both resisted. There you go. And we're going to be able to farm them down here. Come out of this battle with a lot of energy. They're getting to another one. What is this, Ice Beam now? Sure, no problem. What you got in the back? A Dragon. So Goodrow, we'll go ahead and swap into that Dachsbun, or yeah, call it the Wiener Dog, okay? And the Dessert Dog. And we take the win. All right, of course we are. It was Goodra. Next game. Oh my gosh, another Talon. Look at this. Do you see this? This is put a smile on my face. I was like, yeah. We got that Smackdown in the back and then the Fairy in the middle. Do you see how that works? Super effective and not very effective. They're like, okay, we'll keep throwing this fire up in the front. All right, this is not the way it works. It's like all these people keep running Talonflame now, huh? Sure. Oh, okay. Talonflame is great. All right, anyways, I don't want to keep harping on it. We get the situation. They're bringing in their Dunsparce. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Dessert Dog and shield up that Drill Run, getting to the Psychic Fangs here. Little frame skipping going on there. Again, it wasn't really happening too often, so I'm not going to complain about it today. Actually having a lot of fun, as a matter of fact, with all these damn Talonflame leads. Bringing in Bastiodon, farming them down. Figure that's what we should do with the situation here. And they're bringing in a Azumarill. Okay, well, so long as they don't have Hydro Pump, we're going to be looking pretty good. Now, our Giratina, I do believe, has Shadow Ball ready to go. I think this may be the battle that I'm thinking of here. So we got to stay on our toes. We don't have too much health. But although I do believe they're Talonflame, I mean, yeah, they have Talonflame, so we resist both the quick move, so we don't have to worry about getting one-shotted when we throw it in by a quick move. So we're going to go ahead and swap. So they had the same idea too, going straight for the Shadow Ball, shield this game here, and they're going to be able to bring back that Azumarill, and we're getting to the Ominous Wind, which should barely be enough, and we take out the Azumarill with the Giratina with 1 HP. Wow, that was pretty stinking close there. Next game, we're going to be met with a Malamar. So this is, I mean, they are part psychic, so they are taking a decent amount of damage. It's not completely resisted or nothing just because they're dark. But we do have to figure something out here. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Ominous Wind and swap into our Bastiodon, hoping that they were going to swap and maybe that they had not superpower. But let's see how much it does here. Of course, they do have superpower, all right, doing about 75% of my health. Quite a bit, no problem. Still looking okay. I was really hoping for a swap here. I'm thinking they're going to have things resisting or Fairy in the back, so that's just not looking too great for me right about now. And they're throwing again, which is great. A superpower. So we're going to go ahead and bring a Giratina to farm them down. We do have 1 shield compared to their 0, so we're looking pretty good. And they're bringing in a Carbinks. All right, so still not looking horrible. We're going to go ahead and go Shadow Ball, swap into our Desert Dog here, and they do have a Clotsire in the back. Okay, so yeah, this is not looking too good. Kind of trying to contemplate how I'm going to be able to pull this off. As you're going to see, I get pretty stinking close, but I do believe this one is going to result in a loss here. Not trying to spoil it, but let's just see what happens. So the best plan of execution is going to be farm up as much as I can right here. Okay, go for the Ominous Wind, under tap, and then farm them down and hope they don't get to their charge move. Come on. All right, now just hope that this Shadow Ball does enough, which it doesn't because it is Carbinks. I was looking for the little things to pop up for my wins in Go Battle League, but they didn't, so I realized I was going to lose this one. But nonetheless, still a good game right there. Can't win them all. Moving it on to the next one here, we're met with a Swampert. So these started coming out like crazy. I have Wish Cash in the back right now, so you're going to see, I think, a couple more battles here maybe. All right, so we're looking good. Calling the Hydro Cannon. All right, sounds good to me. Going straight for that Ominous Wind. And we're getting, oh, this is the boost one. So we're going to get a double boost back to back, which is pretty incredible. All right, hitting me with that Hydro Cannon. We're shielding it up. So since we do get the boost this last time, so our defense is going to be up by 2 stages and our attack by 2 as well. Because they nerfed it, right? It's only by 1 stage each time. So I'll let this Hydro Cannon go, knowing it's not going to KO. They're shieldless at this point, so we're just going to go straight for the Ominous Wind to take them out. And they're bringing in a Dunsparce. I immediately swap into the Whiscash here, which is Shadow, and we also do have, what move do we have on there? Scold. Okay, yeah, Scold and, of course, Mud Shot. It's a really fun Pokemon, very strong hitting as well. And we will let this go, I think. Okay. I'm just hoping that, I already knew that there was poison in the back. I was like, okay, well, I just need this Whiscash to just have a little bit of health. Just a little bit of health. I knew it. I knew this son of a gun game. I could have gotten to Scold and done a little bit more damage. Should have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda situation. I know. But they're throwing, so it worked out great for me. And now we're going to be able to get to the Psychic Fangs, but watch what we're going to do. We're going to catch. I can't leave you without a good catch, folks. Come on now. This is going to be our last battle. So if you can give this video a thumbs up, this dog is definitely worth powering up. Had a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.